Moving on from that, when did you sort of get involved in crime and that sort of aspect of life?
Crime really was, again, from a young age.
Yeah.
Like petty crime and stuff. You know, like as a 9-year-old, as a skinhead, when I was expelled from school, I'd be out shoplifting and even just silly shit. I'd go to places like, back then you had like W.H. Smith's.
Woolworths.
Yeah, Woolworths.
Yeah.
What was Woolworths called prior to that? Was it called something prior? Oh, is it? No, I thought it was called something else prior.
But yeah, them sort of places, I used to steal stationery and sell them to people I knew from school.
That used to happen when I was at school as well.
I'm not at school, so I'd just meet them and sell them stuff. Do you know what I mean? Shit like that. But then because I started getting involved in drugs, I think, it just got worse and worse. Like, my early stuff, up until I got involved in heroin, was very petty.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, I think I got nicked for joyriding. I did nick cars and take them out and, you know, dump them somewhere in the lane. I wouldn't smash them up or nothing, just dump them and then, you know, that sort of shit. You know, to me, that was quite petty, especially back then, really. So, yeah, up until I got heavily involved in, like, the heavy drugs, it was just petty crime. And then once I was involved in heavy drugs, it became a lot more serious. Like, I used to burgle houses and, well, I'd burgle anything that I could really sell. I'd have pretty much.
And that's your fix.
Yeah, of course.
It's fun, that the whole habit.
I'm desperate for money. I need money. I don't want money. I need it.
Yeah, because you need in your head at that time.
Exactly.
You need it.
So yeah, that became that. And then
where did that end up then?
Yeah, well, what was the worst sort of thing?
Where did that end up? So you spiraled out of control. You're on the heavy stuff now. Where did we get to?
And then, and then I got introduced to armed robberies. Basically, someone just said to me one day, "Do you fancy doing this with me?" And I was only quite young. I was probably about 17, the first one I did, 17, 18, something like that. And I just went, yeah, all right, go on in, I'll have a go at that.
Yeah.
So we've gone. It's ridiculous. I've tried, like, we've gone out to Surrey, you know, like there's all like posher areas.
Yeah. Surrey's known to be one.
Yeah,
isn't
exactly. And the first one I tried was like I think it was like a Portman Building Society. I've gone in there, I've got the gun, balaclava, only a fake gun. So yeah, I pulled the balaclava in, gone in there, fucking said, right, you know, give me the money and all that. And they just pressed the buzzer, like alarms going off, about to run off, think, fucking hell, like, so I didn't get nothing.
Shut yourself straight away.
So I didn't get nothing. We've driven to another one. I've tried another one, because we'd just go and find one and say, right, that one to do. Yeah. Watch it for a little while, make sure there's like a little escape route so you can hide the car somewhere out of sight. Tried another one, same thing pretty much. Didn't happen, so in the end he's gone, right, I'll fucking do one. And he was into speed. And so he's had a little hit of speed. Gone and done one, come out. He's like, weren't loads of money, it was like a couple of grand. But back then, a couple of grand's a lot of money for someone like me, do you know what I mean? So I was thinking, fucking hell then, how did he? The only thing I could see what was the difference was the speed. So next time, I said, yeah, I'll go on then, I'll have a go on that. Yeah. Banged up. I don't even like it. I don't like that kind of drug. It's like dirty and sweaty, and I just don't like it. Yeah. But I've done it, and obviously it makes your eyes bulge, and you're sweaty, and you look more menacing, I think, even because they can only see your eyes. But you look more menacing and look more intense and all that. So I've gone and tried it. Boom, got money. So after that, I tried that every time for a little while, and I was getting the money. Okay. And
so on top of obviously the heroin, you're now dealing with some speed as well to obviously.
Yeah, not that was only taken for work. It wasn't.
This one, yeah. Okay,
yeah. It wasn't a pleasure thing in any way.
That was purely circumstantial. Need to do it for work.
Yeah. And after a while, once I got confident in doing that, I didn't need that anymore.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that I didn't need that, so I didn't bother doing that. And that's what happened. I ended up getting into them.
When did it come and bite you in the arse? And when did you get caught?
I got caught.
If you got caught.
I've been
get caught.
I've been caught a couple of times. For a couple. First one I got caught for was, it's just a ridiculous one, really. I only got a little bit of money out of it, and I used, believe it or not, a curtain You know, like, not a curtain pole, you know, like a wardrobe pole.
Yeah.
One of them. I took that out of my wardrobe, sawed it in half, taped them together, stuck them in a bag, and just so it looks like a
shotgun.
Yeah, and just gone in and done one with one of them. Got away with it, like, sort of. And then some taxi drivers sort of, I don't even know how it happened really, because I've got changed, everything like that. I look completely different. Got a taxi to go and score some gear.
Yeah.
The taxi driver somehow has heard something on the radio. Thought, that's this fella, innit? Called the old bill. I've come out of this block of flats where I'm buying heroin in Hastings. Got down to the bottom. I could see the police everywhere. They got my friend who was with me. They got him on the, like
on a bonnet or something.
On a bonnet,
like
searching him. Yeah. I'm thinking, oh fuck this. So I managed to slip out the back without them seeing. And I've gone and stayed with some friends in Eastbourne, some Scouse friends of mine. And then one day I was there one morning, and all of a sudden, boom, they fucking pepper sprayed the dog, and I've got all red dots on me. I'm on the settee, and
oh wow,
yeah, it was like
it's
that.
firearm, innit?
Yeah.
Coming
like
you
a
hard.
flight risk, innit?
Well, just as dangerous, I suppose. I don't know because of the nature of the crime.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that was that, and I got nicked for that one. Got 6 years for that. Didn't get any parole or anything because back then I didn't care. Prison, I didn't mind prison, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Really, sometimes it's a safe space. Somewhere to get yourself fit and healthy again, ready for the next,
the next boost.
When you get out.
Do you think prison actually done quite well in rehabilitating you? And
no, prison didn't do anything at all. You have to do it for yourself.
What I mean is getting off drugs, or no, not at all.
Having the
opportunity,
them for them giving me the opportunities, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the prison doesn't do anything itself. No, if anything, it sort of does the opposite.
Makes worse.
Really.
You meet
it's
people
hard.
and connections and whatever.
It is hard to turn it around, and you do have to do it yourself. There's loads of people who help you, but you have to.
You have to do it yourself,
and you have to find them people, but they're there.
Did you ever get to the point where you felt like you were institutionalised?
I think I still am a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a man of massive routine. Still to this day, I am, and do you know what I mean? Everything I do has to be like a routine. Like I don't know, really. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm quite OCD in my routines.
Yeah.
Like if I have to do something, if I have to deviate, sometimes it upsets me a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'll do it, and I'll take it on my. And after a few days, I can work it in to the routine until it becomes routine. But yeah, I find it quite weird.
So in terms of now, we're looking at you've gone to prison, etc. Were drugs still a heavy part of any of that?
Early on, in my earlier sentences, massively. I'd go to jail.
Prison.
Yeah, in prison. I'd go to prison and be probably worse than I was on the street. I mean, I've been to prison. I went to Ford, like the open prison down near us. And after, I think I was there 6 weeks, and then they threw me out. I mean, who gets thrown out of prison?
Yeah.
They threw me out, just said, no, we don't want you. You'll have to go back.
Why? Because of the drug taking?
I didn't get any nickings. I wasn't, you know what I mean? I didn't get in any trouble. As far as I know, I wasn't excessively using drugs then, but I was selling drugs.
Selling it in there. Okay. Was it easy to get it in there? Because you hear about people...
In that jail,
really?
Obviously, it's Ford. It's an open prison, so people just leave it outside, and then you just go and get it later on, sort of thing. But in there, my friend come and see me, and he bought me loads of ecstasy. He bought me about 50 ecstasy. He knows I don't even like that. Like I say, I don't like upwardly mobile.
You like downers instead of uppers.
Yeah, exactly.
Way,
So he's brought them in for me, and then I was going, what am I meant to do with them? He went, I don't know, just sell them. You know what I mean? So I ended up selling them, and I was selling them for £10 each. That's quite a bit of money, free in jail.
Big money.
Back then, exactly, yeah.
Even now, £10 a pill, like that.
Yeah.
Imagine selling.
Yeah, exactly.
You're happy. You're laughing.
So I'm talking £500 at least there. Do you know what I mean? So I just started doing that. But like I say, I was only there 6 weeks. He's come and see me a couple of weeks later and bought me some more, and I'd give him a bit of dough and all this and that. It's like it's working out well. And then one morning I'm in my shower, And I was waiting to try and I'd applied for like a town visit. It's called, I suppose, but it was like a day release.
Right,
I was applying for it, and I was waiting to hear back. They'd back in them days, they'd faxed my mate, and he had to fax them back and all that sort of stuff. Like now, it'd be emails, but back then it was
fax.
faxes.
Yeah, cool. They're still about. It's still good.
And so all that was going through. But yeah, one morning I'm in the shower, and then these two screws would come in, just said, right, you got to come with us, sort of thing. And I went, where? And they went, you'll find out. So I've got out, got dressed, and they took me to this part of the camp where I just sort of thought, I don't even know where this bit is. Like, I've never been here before. And there was like a little cottage in the middle of the camp with like a little hedge around it. And they've opened that, put me in there, and it was a block, like a chokey segregation unit. And I said, what's going on then? I ain't had no nickings, I ain't nothing, do you know what I mean? And they just said, you'll find out. And then, the governor's turned up and just said, I don't want you here. I've been watching you and you're far too busy.